Now we'll look at the second video, full video for this section, as expressing sums as products. So sum to product formula, sine of alpha plus sine beta, 2 sine alpha plus beta over 2, cosine alpha minus beta over 2. Sine alpha minus sine beta is 2 sine alpha minus beta over 2, cosine alpha plus beta over 2. Cosine alpha minus cosine beta is negative 2 sine of alpha plus beta over 2, sine of alpha minus beta over 2. And cosine alpha plus cosine beta equals 2 cosine alpha plus beta over 2, cosine alpha minus beta over 2. So write the following differences of sines expression as a product. So we have a sine minus a sine, so it's the first one. So this is going to be 2 sine of, we're going to add the 4 theta and the 2 theta, 4 theta plus 2 theta, over, and then divide by 2, then times cosine of 4 theta, this is going to be minus 2 theta over 2. So we have 2 sine of, that's 6 theta over 2, cosine of 2 theta over 2, okay, I'm just looking. I see my notes here. Oh, this is the second one down reading here. Sine alpha minus sine beta. So it's minus in the first, plus in the second. So let me correct that. So this is a minus here. So that's going to be different. And then this will be a plus. So we have minus here and plus here. So 4 theta minus 2 theta is 2 theta. And then 4 theta plus 2 theta is 6 theta. There we go. Sorry about that. So it's going to be 2 sine of theta cosine of 3 theta. Okay. For the next one, we have a cosine minus cosine. So that's going to be the third one, cosine minus cosine. That's negative 2 sine of their sum over 2 times sine of the difference over 2. So we said this is going to be negative 2 sine of their sum, 15 degrees plus 75 degrees over 2, times sine of their difference, 15 minus 75, both degrees, over 2. So we have negative 2 sine of 90 degrees over 2 times sine of negative 60 degrees over 2. So it's negative 2 sine of 45 degrees, sine of negative 30 degrees. So that's going to be negative 2, and sine of 45 is square root of 2 over 2. And sine of negative 30 is negative 1/2. So the negatives are going to cancel. And we could say this 2 cancels with whichever 2. I'll just make it that one to make it easy. So the answer is just going to be the square root of 2 over 2. Oops, wrong color. Square root of 2 over 2. Okay, the next one we're going to prove an identity. So this is the more complicated sides on the right. We're going to make it look like the left. So it's cosine of a difference, sine of a sum. So I'll let you refer to the formulas in your notes, but I'm just going to keep this on this screen. So it's going to be cosine of a difference is going to be negative. So let me write this, cosine of 4t minus cosine of 2t over sine of 4t plus sine of 2t. Excuse me. And that's going to give us, so that the top is that sine one we just did, so negative 2 times sine of their sum, so 4t plus 2t over 2 times sine of their difference, 4t minus 2t over 2. Then we have sine of the sum. That's the one I accidentally started doing earlier. And that's going to be 2 times sine of their sum, 4t plus 2t over 2. Then cosine of their difference over 2, 4t minus 2t over 2. So we end up with the negative 2 and the 2 will reduce out to make a negative 1. And we'll have sine of 4 plus 2 is 6, so 6t over 2. It's another sine. Sine of 2t over 2 over, I got that negative 1 here. Then we have sine of 6t over 2, cosine of 2t over 2. So these will just divide out. I mean, you could make it to 3t if you want, but they're obviously the same thing on top and bottom. So there's negative 1 times sine, so negative sine, and 2t over 2 is just t, and cosine 2t over 2 is t. So it's just going to be sine over cosine is tangent, negative tangent t. And it worked out. Yay! Our last one, verify the identity. Cosecant squared theta minus 2 is cosine 2 theta over sine squared theta. So let's start with this cosine of 2 theta over sine squared theta. And cosine 2 theta from the identities we saw in the earlier section, we can go with 1 minus 2 sine squared theta over sine squared theta. Now we can split up this numerator to be 1 over sine squared theta. Hey, what does that equal? Minus 2 sine squared theta over sine squared theta. 1 over sine squared theta is cosecant squared theta. And then these sine squares will just divide out. And so you get minus 2. And that's it. Wasn't that fun?